What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We slowly fade out on the awesome OST that is Mario Kart 64. Such an amazing game, and actually, it's kind of funny. I actually got that game 2 weeks ahead of time, back before like street dates were like really locked down. Local Walmart had it, and like I got it like 2 weeks before it came out. It's before they implemented the system, like because now like Walmart and a lot of retails. Stores, you try to swipe through or try to sell a game ahead of the street date, it will actually physically stop you and say you cannot make this, you can't complete the sale until X date. So you can't do that anymore. But I had this game 2 weeks ahead of almost everybody. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, enough reminiscing about a soundtrack for a different game. We're going to be playing some Ninja Gaiden 2 tonight. This is the Xbox 360 version, which is hyper violent, full of gore and blood and awesomeness. It's not neutered down like the PlayStation 3 version was, where they removed almost all the dismemberment. It made purple smoke instead of blood, and it was really kind of weird. So if you are not really a fan of like hyper violence or anything like that, and you don't want to tune into the stream today, that's perfectly fine. It's all good. I understand, because I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Pardon me. That's perfectly fine. But I've been watching my friend Furry Pursuer. He's been streaming this game, and I've seen Unwary do it as well. So I'm like, you know what? I really want to get back in and play this version of the game. It's a lot harder. PlayStation 3 version was actually made a lot easier. So I kind of want to get into it and play around, have some fun. Maybe we'll get into the original Ninja Gaiden. It's known as NG04, or because it came out 2004, or what I call Ninja Gaiden Vanilla. Because everyone plays Black, but Vanilla was the first version. Controller vibrations off. Excellent. Classic film filter. Turn that crap off. We'll do new game. We'll do warrior. This is gonna be harder. This is kind of like the easy mode, even though it's still a challenge. And this is a lot harder. This game is pretty hard. I mean, there's no shame in playing through as Acolyte. But this game is also now backwards compatible with the Xbox One, so if you have that system, you can, if you own this game, you can pop it in and have it look even prettier than usual. It's backwards compatible, so definitely look into it. If you don't have an Xbox 360 for whatever reason, most likely because it probably red-ringed, look into it. It's pretty cool. Proceed we shall. And of course, if any audio adjustments need to be made, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to adjust them as quickly as possible. If the game's too loud or if I'm too quiet or whatever, it's always good to know.
So, let me get this straight.
Let me see here.
You don't have a clue where I can find Ryu Hayabusa?
No one knows where a ninja goes.
And you didn't bribe me.
At the Hayabusa village.
I don't work cheap. This is a store.
Sonia, was it? Do you have business with Ryu?
I do.
And what might that be?
All I'll say is that it concerns the Archfiend.
Oh, the Archfiend.
You look like my granddaughter. My pretty granddaughter. My hip! This game also just throws you, like, right into the mix. Oh, Nobu Itagaki. And the series went downhill when he left. Left, got fired, whatever you want to call it. He was accused of sexual misconduct and was later cleared of all charges. And then he left and did Devil's Third, and yeah, nothing since, really. There we go. Also, projectile spam is like super heavy in this game too. Okay, there's something I want to check out. It's the very first fight, so we're not really missing anything. Probably getting the two versions confused, because I have this also, it's Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on the PlayStation 3. Okay, but it doesn't tell me when this was. I was thinking like, okay, I've gone through and gotten pretty far, well, at least chapter 3. Let's see you doing a game. Okay, so I'm probably thinking of like the PlayStation 3 version. Because this is a different Xbox 360 since my first 3 units red ringed of death on me. For what it didn't carry over the cloud saves like they said it would. So some things carried over, but not everything. So it I remember like it first showed like the last save I had of this game back in like 2007 or something like that. And then after that, it just didn't carry anything over. So like any game saves I had showing completion, as I have beaten this game before, just didn't make it over into the save files for whatever reason. So we'll just do a brand new game. Skip the cutscenes just to jump back into the battle and get it going. So I was thinking like, okay, if I have a completed save file, I can like get you have like all weapons unlocked. So it's kind of like a new game plus almost. But unfortunately that's just not for this one. I have it on the PlayStation 3. Pardon me, but not the 360. Jeez. UT right into a grab. That was awesome.
if it isn't Ryu.
You owe me money. Pay up.
They were minions of the Black Spider clan.
Pardon me.
Indeed they were. We haven't heard from them in a while.
Who was the woman?
You don't know her? Neither do I. You couldn't save her?
Wow, you're a lame
She was
ninja.
looking for you. She said
I'd
it
kill
was
myself
about
from
the
shame if I were you.
The Archfiend.
Yeah, we'll stay over that one. Oh, that's not a good sign. Automatically, there we go. Yeah, 'cause it's like all of a sudden he just walked to the right, and this is my, yeah, like right now I'm not even holding down the analog stick. So this is the new Xbox 360 controller that came with it, like with my system, the wireless one. I don't really use this because I wanted to hold on to the, basically keep this one nice and, you know, working right. Okay, here we go. They just tell you like, hey, there's a technique. Yeah, you can block and roll or move out of the way. You should have figured that out already. Yeah, so basically, not only is this version harder, but it also has more gore, of course, which serves as a visual marker for what you're going through. But also, there's a higher enemy count. Come on, game. It's holding down block. So you face a lot more enemies in here than you do on the PlayStation 3 version. How to counterattack, I think it was. I don't know, I'm not reading it, because it's like, it's all techniques I already know, so... Okay, so the crystal skulls are permanent. Basically, there's collectibles, like in the original Ninja Gaiden you had golden scarabs, and for this game you have crystal skulls, and apparently if you pick them up at any point in time, they stay picked up. It says even though this is a brand new game, if you look to the right around the center, it says, like, you know, it shows crystal skulls 20. So Apparently that just carries over. It's like, it's system dependent, I guess. Or profile dependent. Over here should be, I believe, Nimpo in the side of this case. Yeah, so I can do my magic attack, so to speak. Okay, I thought there was guys over there who'd come running down. No, don't use. Basically kill wounded bad guys using Y, because when they're actually wounded, they are like the most dangerous. They can grab onto you, do like an explosive kunai, take off a huge chunk of your health. So pretty much in this game, even though like you can remove limbs, like it makes them far, far more dangerous to fight. I was wondering if they jump down at me or not. I can hear them running around up there. Okay. The camera in this version is also kind of janky. It's something they did definitely improve for the PlayStation 3 version, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Because like in this version, it's pretty close Like it's visually like the camera is close up to you. So heard me. So it tends like sometimes, you know, obscure what you're kind of looking at because it's all frenetic and so fast. No, get off me. Yeah, that was... I'm surprised I actually managed to shake that one guy up. He was literally about to blow himself up on top of me, which would have probably taken off 3/4 of my health. I don't want to jump on that. I want to jump down, please. Thank you. Oh, just out of range. Whoa, really? Okay, that was interesting. It's like, we're on stairs, we don't know what to do, man. Okay, I just want to make sure the magic guy was dead. One of the things that made it like trickier to do in this game, like for Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 04, you could hold down block and you could like basically as long as you're holding down block, which is also your dash, you could move around, and essence, like the yellow orbs, which is like money, would stay where it was, so you could basically use it to like kill somebody real quick, go into the next room, and then let go of block and charge your attack, and you could suck it in and use it for an ultimate technique. For this game, it's a lot harder to do. Like, you'll try to hold it down and save on to stuff, and it just will suck into you regardless. Yeah, my controller is making me kind of annoyed. Because at certain points, it's just like running to the right. It's like right now my hand's off it, but like right now my hand's off the stick. It's still walking. So something is making contact that's still making it hold down and walk that direction. So I guess I'm going to have to take this controller apart. It's supposed to be new. But apparently it's having problems. So if you see me suddenly walking to the right, that's what's going on. The controller is a little messed up. Hey, it's Mollusk. Yes. Ninja Guy's Den! Yes, it's a guy's den. This is it here. It's a little messy. You gotta excuse me. But yes, this is the wonderful Xbox 360 version, which is hyper-violent. The best version, although with the PlayStation 3 version, they did do a lot of changes, so I would love to have a new remastered version of this game where it has all the fixes, like the best of both versions. I mean, the PS3 version got rid of all the gore and reduced down the enemy count in order to make it easier on the game. Because there's certain parts in this game where it would chug visually. Like, especially later on in the game, there's a part where you're climbing like this huge staircase, and it's like, and you have like this wave of ninjas coming at you, and it's just like the game comes to a crawl. It's like it runs like 30 frames. This normally runs for 60, and the gameplay like Bayonetta is tied into it, so it chugs. Everything is in slow motion. Here they're making Ninja Gaiden 3 backwards compatible. Makes sense. I mean, they just put out number 2. You know, Ninja Gaiden 2 is now backwards compatible, this game, so... And I was watching my friend, Furry Pursuer. He has an Xbox One, and he was streaming this, and he told me that when he got to the part where it normally would chug, on Xbox 360, he said, like, there's no slowdown. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy. Although with Microsoft, they'd probably make, like, not Razor's Edge, it'd probably just be like the vanilla 03. Or vanilla Ninja Gaiden 3 instead. Like, this is what fans wanted, right? No. Oh, hi. I'm not sure where I'm at exactly. 30,000. Oh. Yeah, so what I would really like to have is like the best of both worlds version of this game come out, where you have the balance improvements of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 for the PlayStation 3, where they have reduced projectile spam, bows and arrows are infinite, so you don't have to worry about constantly buying, you know, arrows and stuff like that constantly. The shop prices are a lot cheaper. There's extra characters. There's a lot of good things about that version, but unfortunately they censored it for the gore. Everything explodes purple, and there's a reduced enemy count. So bring that part over from the 360 version, and you'd have like the best of both worlds situation, and that would be cool. I would gladly pay for that. Okay, where's the door? There it is. Yeah, it's like people, like when you disarm somebody, like when you remove their arm or leg. Oh, geez. Okay, good twitch. Dropping frames all of a sudden. Like it, the arm or leg doesn't stay there. It explodes in like purple mist. And there's like almost no blood in the game, and body parts are very few and far between. Which is basically, not only was this game violent like that, but it also served as a reminder, like, for where you've been. It's a visual marker. Because if you're lost, because some of the levels, like, especially like the, I think it's chapter 4, you go to like Venice place or whatever, or 5. It's like Venice. And you can get turned around pretty easy, and if you're running around, all of a sudden you come into a body of, like, a whole pile of body parts, you know that you've been through there. And Twitch is screwing me again tonight with massive frame drops. So hang tight. I'm going to stop the stream for about 10 seconds. I'm going to switch over servers, something different, and see how that goes. Yeah, I just saw that in the mix, so hang tight. I'm going to stop the stream, switch servers, be back in about 10-15 seconds.